A housewife who is busy taking care of the house the whole day while the husband arrives late at night, but she is always too tired to attend to him. Now, this is, however, causing a serious issue in her marriage. What advice do you have for her? Join the conversation on 0708066814. Tweet to us at TVC Connect with the hashtag YourViewTVC. Ladies, I mean, my own question is, does she have kids? What is she busy with? What is she doing?
Kids and asshole.
Okay. She's working. What is this?
Let me just add more flesh to the story. So she's a full-time housewife. So there are kids, and she has no help. So she says her job is to take care of the home and the kids all day long. And most of the time, because she's the only one running after the kids as well, she's tired. So by the time he gets home, she falls asleep. So she doesn't mean to, but she finds that she falls asleep, and it takes him a long time before she gets up
to open the door.
And when he comes in, he's just too upset that he's been knocking for so long. He doesn't even ask her how her day was. They have no time to even ask each other how your day was because they're upset about what has just happened. It's happened too long. She needs help. She doesn't want this to continue being her problem.
Shy.
Does she have kids?
Yes, she does.
Kids.
So here's the thing, and people who know me will just roll their eyes when I start talking. My maternal instincts are not as maternal. They're not as maternal as they should be. So I believe that I'm one person. Inside this one person, I must have time for me. Very important something. I must have time for God. Very important. Husband, you have your time. Children, your time.
Schedule.
You cannot take all my time. Are you with me?
Yes.
I don't do it. There are many times that my nannies, oh, God bless my nannies. If they're leaving me, maybe they're going off. They'll say, Auntie, I've put rice in the fridge. It's in a small container. Auntie, just warm it, let the children eat. Because
you won't boil the rice.
Me. If I don't hear, Mommy, I'm hungry, you are okay.
You're okay.
We'll be watching TV. Oh, yes. You know that thing they say, you must eat, you're okay. No. Son of man does not have time for that.
Really? This will come to some people.
I'm not joking.
Strange.
See, that's why I say people who know me.
We need to have this conversation.
But that's why I say people who know me will roll their eyes.
Style,
I do not do it. If you are hungry, you will tell me, Mommy, you're hungry? Let's see if they left rice for you.
Hey. Now, this is
terrible. You're not. I feel like a lot of times, especially as mothers, we take in so much. We take on so much because we feel guilty for creating time for ourselves or time. I want to go on a holiday without my family. Why is that wrong? You know, I went on a vacation once with the kids this year, and it was not quite a vacation. Are you with me?
Yes.
I've experienced it. Because I had to work. So the next time they say, you go with the kids, I said, no.
No.
The truth is, you would have to structure your time. You are one human being. I think that to work, to function at your optimum bestest, you've got to understand that everybody and everything has a compartment in your life and their time.
You even have nannies. She didn't have help.
Yeah,
Right?
so she.
That's why I said
her
nannies.
question was, please, I need people who are in this situation who do not have help.
So,
Yes.
Miriam, my early years in marriage, when I started, I was working as a teacher. It was a big school, so we don't close normal time. We close like 6 p.m. And then I was pregnant, and I didn't have a nanny. And so when I get home, I need to wash the dishes, I need to make the food, I need to wash the clothes that I left behind and everything. And by the time I'm done, I'm exhausted by 8 p.m., 9 p.m. And then my husband strolls in by 10. Strolls in from work. He has had a very hectic day as well. And then he comes in and he will stay at the door and knock. I'm sleeping, I won't hear. I had a neighbor who always would buzz my phone or come to my window and say, oh, guys around, go and open the door for him. So it was a strain in that relationship for a while because he didn't understand why I went to work. I'm trying to make this work. I'm making money and all of that. And you cannot even wait to see me, to ask me how was my day. And when I even opened the door, I just tell him, your food is somewhere in the kitchen there, and I go straight to bed. I was always very tired. And then he had to talk about it. I had to ask my mother-in-law, say, I don't know how, because I remember when you were married, your early years, you were working, your husband was working. How did you handle it? Because me, I get tired though, and then you dare not even touch me in the middle of the night. I am tired, I need to sleep. And so she said, you know what you do? Try as much as possible. Immediately you come back to rest. have a nap,
Yes.
hide somewhere and sleep. Even when the kids started coming, lock your room, hide somewhere and sleep. So that you have a little me time, you're refreshed. Then when he comes back, even if you cannot wait for him to eat in the middle of the night, you know, at that time because it's really late, make sure you have eaten small first. Then when he comes, as he's eating, put your hand inside the food. Let it look like we're eating together. And then just listen to the conversation that over time he would adjust. And I started doing it and it worked. So if she could try something like that, it may work for her.
I think it's about time management. And I sort of also understood her because I'm this sort of person that everything has to be done. And it has to be done now and it has to be done the way I want it. It has to be done. So sometimes you overwork yourself to the point that there's no time to rest or do anything else. So I was just thinking she may be someone like me, which is the window is dirty.
You must clean it.
You must clean the window, yes, and then pick the child. And it has to be, you know, at the time that right now, everything has to be done.
It has to be done.
Yes, it has to be done right now. So I can imagine getting tired at the end. I'm telling you. So I can imagine getting tired at the end of the day because it happens to me as well. But I think what is important for me, I've always had help. So I don't understand that, you know, I understand that may even be harder for her. Yes. So for me, I think, so for me, I think time management for her is very important.
Absolutely.
I like that advice that your mother-in-law gave you, which is get your rest at the beginning of the day, so you're able to be. See, I know how annoying. I know how annoying it is to come home and knock on that door, and nobody opens.
After
I don't
a
care if that person
stressful
was
day, you must include.
This is my
See,
take.
even if the person was partying, the fact that I've come and I'm knocking on that door.
Yes. Why not get to key?
Right. That's right. From this thing, there are different ways to look at it.
Taking the table, I'm sorry.
10th year without a maid.
Oh, wow.
I've had to make it work. Through trying pregnancies, everything. I can tell you it's a crazy thing. And there are days when I come from your view, when I'm tired, I can actually not I can't stand on my feet. There's pain on my feet when I stand. So when I stand like that, I know that this one don't knock. The engine don't knock. I just need to sleep. And I can't get that sleep.
Why? Because you have kids.
So that's the reality. When I read that story, I kept reading it over and I just kept seeing my journey. You will fight, Taya, in that marriage. We fought.
Should you fight?
No, you will fight. You will fight because when we got married, the first agreement was no third party. We needed to have a
Why don't I get that kind of agreement?
No, I like it. I actually don't like my house. I don't like third parties like that because, you know, we have to do exhibition when we get
If that
home.
works for you.
So,
but then, there are different ways to look at this thing.
When you're overworked, you call your partner and have a conversation.
Thank you. What one answer can we give this woman about this key thing, about this door thing? Because I thought about 2 keys, spare keys. But what if you live like in a compound house? What if it was the gate?
You should go with the
key.
key.
How many? You cannot open the gate from outside. Do you understand?
Okay.
What if it's a gate? You have to come in and knock on the gate. What happens in that?
Well, I mean, there's always a solution for everything. This is the situation in the house. You got to change things. In my parents' house, the big gate where the car goes by, you know, we use the padlock. But the pedestrian gate is a gate that has a proper lock. So we all have keys. My parents' house is like, the gate and the house, if you knock or use your case, if you don't go with your key, you better have credit. Are you with me? So they could do that, you know, to make it work. But much more than anything, I think if she really has a little time for herself, maybe catch some rest. Because I also think it's important to have time for your husband.
It's very important.
I don't think it's okay that you work, and then you die at night, you know. Try and get some time for yourself, get refreshed.
Marriage.
Exactly.
Yes,
'Cause
else
you need
there'll
to
be
work the
another
marriage.
woman.
Even if there's not another woman.
That's even the extreme.
No, that's even an extreme. Even when there is...
possibly.
It is possible, but even when there is not another woman, there's a friction that just continues, and then you just find yourself drifting. It now becomes like a normal. What happened? Nothing happened, but we just decided sleep this room, we just grew apart. There are little things, you know. I think it's very important for her to have
your
time
marriage.
for her husband.
And then we should be honest, these men are working. He's bringing home the money. God forbid he fails to pay the school fees, we'll be having a different conversation. Please be very considerate. Yes, be very considerate of, you know, the time whatever he's doing outside, especially when it's a very a married where you know, he's not doing runs. He's faithful.
It's a faithful
man.
Well,
okay. Some men close from work and they're at the clubs, enjoying, relaxing with their friends, and then they're quarreling to get into the house.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.